Hello students, good afternoon. Welcome to the second part of the chapter Organic Chemistry. In this part we will discuss about the characterization of organic compounds or analysis, estimation and formulation of structures. So purification, first one is purification of organic compound. One is this recrystallization, sublimation, distillation, differential extraction and chromatography. We will discuss about one by one. So first one is recrystallization. What is recrystallization? So the method makes use to difference in the solubility of an organic compounds and in impurities associated with it in a particular solvent. So we will dissolve any salt, and after if we will dissolve any salt and after the evaporating the solvent from this solution, the crystals of salt again obtained in the form of crystals, then this process is basically known as the recrystallization. For example, if you will dissolve NaCl crystal in water and make a solution, and if you want again to bag if you want again bag the NaCl crystals, then you will boil this water and the water molecule will boil and get vaporized, and after cooling the crystals of NaCl will be obtained, and this process will known as the recyclization. Okay, now second one is sublimation. So as we know that what is the sublimation process? So as we know that in sublimation the solid substance directly convert into gaseous substance without undergoing in a liquid state. So this process is known as the sublimation. So in sublimation we will separate those type of substances which get sublimate. So sublimation is the process in which substances when heated passes directly from solid state to a vapor state without melting and above vapor when the cooled and give back the solid substance. Solid heated to give vapor, vapor cooled to give solids. So it is the apparatus you can see here in which there is an impure substance, crude substance will be heated, and the substance after heating the substance will get vaporized and collected to the inner wall of this container, and after removing this substance we will get the solid form. Okay, so this is the process you can see here. We can separate the solid substance from the impure substance by the process of sublimation, because it has the property it will directly convert from solid to the liquid and collected at the wall of this container you can see here, and after that we will remove this substance and get a pure form of the substance. So it is known as the sublimation process. Next one is the distillation process. So what is the distillation process? Distillation is simple process in which we will boil any liquid and form a vapors, and these vapors when cool down convert into the liquid, then this process is known as the distillation. Okay, now distillation is different types. Number one is simple distillation. So in this process what will happen? This method is employed for the purification of those liquids which boils without decomposition and contains non-volatile impurities. Okay, so you can see from this apparatus, in this apparatus you can see there is a boiling flask in which impure liquid will be filled, and there will be a thermometer, there is a condenser in which water inlet and water outlet. Okay, when you start boiling this liquid, then the vapors of liquid will generate and go upward, and from there it will go to this condenser, and in this condenser they will get cold and get liquefied and collected in this apparatus. So in this way we can separate the pure substances from impure substance by distillation process. Okay, so it is an apparatus of distillation, simple distillation. Okay, now second one is fractional distillation. So fractional distillation is basically used for those type of liquid separation which has nearly same boiling point, because when they have the same boiling points, and then their separation will be different. So in this condition we will use this process that is known as the fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is somewhat like a simple distillation, but there is one simple single difference, and that is there is a fractionating column is used in this system. So these are the fractionating column which will be used in this system. And what is the function of this fractionating column? The function of this fractionating column is this: when you will start heating the liquid, okay, when you start heating the liquid, so as we know that the liquid which are filled in this container have the same boiling point. So when the vapors of first compound will vaporize, with that vapor, the second vapors of second compounds will also be come out. So when these vapors come to these fractionating columns, then they pass in a random way, and when they pass in a random way, then they will cool down and again fall down in the bottom flask. So in this way, the vapors of the second compound will not remove out by the round bottom flask. So the function is of this fractionating column to prevent the vapors of the second compound, okay, but the other process will be same, okay. So you will start boiling, vapor will generate of both the liquids, in which one liquid's vapor will remove from here, but other liquids which will condense here and fall down in the system. So this process is used for the separating those type of liquids which have less difference between both the compounds boiling points, okay. This is now the fraction. Second one, distillation under reduced pressure. So this type of the process is used to separate out those type of the substances